Are you comfortable?
I am very comfortable.
That's not good, from what I've heard.
No,
Why isn't
in this setting?
why? Okay, but why is uncomfortable better?
Well, the science behind it is that we only grow when we're in a state of discomfort. But as human beings, we're wired for comfort, and we look for outcomes that lead to comfort in most everything we do in our relationships, in our work. We look for predictable outcomes in how we run our businesses. And while those are understandable, it's just challenging because ultimately that leads to no growth.
Okay, so what's the solution? What's the solution for entrepreneurs? Let's focus on that, and marketers.
Oh boy, entrepreneurs. The solution for an entrepreneur is, well, first of all, starting your business. An entrepreneur in and of themselves creates discomfort. They live in a world of complexity. And it's really finding a balance between order or process and complexity. And that's different to every person. So I would say that entrepreneurs just put themselves out there anyway. They just live their lives more that way. And what was the other question?
Marketers. We're at the marketing conference, so I decided to ask about that.
Marketers
are uncomfortable daily.
They're right. They are uncomfortable daily. I mean, this industry in and of itself is arguably changing more quickly than any other industry. And really, how that converts to growth is how I respond to those changes. Because if I fight them or perhaps argue against them or look for reasons why they won't work, I'm really limiting my growth. As opposed to if I accept them or lead those changes or perpetuate more of it, I'm putting the industry in a greater form of complexity, and attitudinally, I impact whether or not we grow. I mean, we can't stop the change. It's going to happen. It's just how I respond to it.
Okay, so you've done a lot of research. What would you bring, say, to Polish entrepreneurs, marketers? Which is your conclusion that we can bring to the Polish market from that research?
I'm thinking about the answer to that. I think the most significant item they can bring is to not be afraid to create the discomfort, whether it's in your markets or your teams. And especially, I would say, in working with your clients. We have a tendency to want to make our clients happy, and that's not our job. Our job is to create a level of discomfort that's based on trust that then elevates our relationship and elevates their growth and our business together. And I'd say the same goes for how we market, whether it's to B2B or business to consumers, is the same thing. Our job isn't to make them happy. It is to create those relationships and to help them grow through discomfort.
Through discomfort, you're saying?
Yes, through discomfort. And in our terms, what we say is, do we care enough to create discomfort?
Do we care enough? That's complicated, but that actually sounds reasonable. Okay, I think a lot of people will I hope a lot of people will follow your idea. Let me move from the presentation, and from that, let's go to a little bit more comfortable setting. I've heard that you're here for a week. Is that true?
Yes, it is. My wife and I came, and we wanted to explore the city. We wanted to be a part of, soak up the people and the culture that we just have not done before.
Which day it is now? That's the first?
No, this is day number 3.
How is it so far? What do you like the most? No, I'm not talking about the conference. I'm talking about comfort, discomfort, people, city, everything.
I would say the culture and how resilient the people are, I think, is what I respect. When I look back at the history of Warsaw, where they are today versus where they were, it's amazing how resilient the Polish people are here, and the city, and they're just forward-looking. It's a clean place. It's very unique, very unique. I've never been in a place like it.
Are you? What is the plan for the next 4 days?
I think we're going to go to Krakow, and
Best choice.
perhaps Auschwitz, and I just feel a need to see that because it's such a significant part of history. I don't want to say I was here and I didn't experience that.
Okay. I hope you experience that because it is amazing.
It will create a great deal of discomfort.
It was, which creates growth, which is good for you.
Right, exactly.
So you should come here more often.
Right. Well, the easy thing to do is to not go, to do something else. But the hard thing to do, and my wife were talking about this, is, I know I'll grow as a result of going down there.
Yeah. Of course. So that's for the next 4 days. Today, how do you like it? What's best about it? How do you like the forum?
About today, the commitment of the people. I mean, 1,000 people are here to learn. The fact that they're being here says they're getting out of their order. They're creating a little discomfort for themselves.
Sitting on the stairs.
Right. Well, that right. But the easy thing to do is to stay back in your office and to do what you always do every day. Takes a lot to come to a thing like this. So, yeah, it's amazing. The 1,000 people in a theater setting, it's really wonderful.
It was wonderful having you here, man. And it was wonderful talking to you. Feeling a little bit uncomfortable in front of a camera, of course.
That's
and
okay.
Thank you very much.
We did a TED Talk on this topic. And so if you want to go learn more about it.
I want to listen to it. Where can I find it? How can I find it?
Go to YouTube, and it is called Why Comfort Will Ruin Your Life. Okay. And that's the name of the TEDx talk. So
everybody, Why Comfort Will Ruin Your Life? TEDx, YouTube, watch it. I will watch it.
Very
and
good.
thank you for having. Thank you very much. Thank you for the talk.